Hello everyone, welcome to solve this nice math problem. Okay, if it is your first time and you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe. Okay, so let's proceed. Now we have m plus 1 multiplied by m plus 2 multiplied by m plus 3 multiplied by m plus 4. This is equal to 120. So this is the value of m. Now solution, we write this as m plus 4, okay, multiplied by m plus 1, okay, m plus 2 multiplied by m plus 3. This is equal to 120. Okay, so let's multiply the first, that is m plus 4 and m plus 1. Okay, so that we'll have m times m, this is m squared, then m times 1, this is m, plus 4 times m, this is 4m, then 4 times 1, this is 4. Okay, that is what we have in the first parenthesis. Then multiply m plus 2 with m plus 3. You'll have m times m, this is m squared, okay, plus m times 3, we'll have 3m, then 2 times m, we'll have 2m, then 2 times 3, we'll have 6. This is equal to 120. Okay, so from the first parenthesis, you'll have m squared. Let's correct the like terms. You'll have m plus 4m. This is 5m plus 4. Okay, into the second parenthesis, let's correct the right terms again. You'll have m squared plus 3m plus 2m. This is 5m. Okay, plus 6. This is equal to 120. Okay, now we proceed as follows. Now in the first parenthesis, we have m squared plus 5m plus 4. Okay, so as you can check in the second parenthesis, we can write this as m squared plus 5m. Okay, plus, now we can express 6 as 4 plus 2. This is equal to 120. Okay, now as you can see, the first part here and the second part here, it's the same, right? So we can proceed and say, let m squared plus 5m plus 4 be x. Okay, so substituting this x, we're going to have x. In the second parenthesis, we'll have x plus 2. We'll have x plus 2. This is equal to 120. This is equal to 120. We have x plus 2. This is equal to 120. Now the second part here, we multiply here. We'll have x times x, which is x squared, plus x times 2. This is 2x. This is equal to 120. All right. So from what we have here, we form a quadratic equation, which is x squared plus 2x subtract 120. This is equal to 0. Okay, now we can express this as x squared. Okay, now 2x can be expressed as, if you say 12, x subtract 10x, 12 minus 10 is the same thing as 2, and if you say 12 times negative 10, it's negative 120. Okay, so from here we find that we factorize. We have x squared plus 12x. You can see x is common, so we factor out x. Okay, in the first we'll have x plus 12 subtract. Now we have negative 10x minus 20, so you can see 10 is common. Okay, so that we'll have x plus 12. This is equal to 0. Okay, so let's proceed. Now we have x plus 12 minus 10. X plus 12 is equal to 0, which you can express as x subtract 10. Okay, then we have x plus 12. This is equal to 0. Okay, so we have two parts here. we have x subtract 10, this is equal to 0. And the second part, we have x plus 12, this is equal to 0. Okay? Now, what you need to do here, you recall we are saying that let x be equal to, this is m squared plus 5m plus 4. Okay, that's what we inside. So let's substitute in the first part here. Can call this one, this is case 1 and this is case 2. Okay, so we can substitute the value of x so that we'll have m squared plus 5m plus 4 subtract 10, this is equal to 0. Okay, now from what we have here, we'll have m squared plus 5m plus 4 minus 10, this is negative 6, this is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll have m squared, okay, plus, now we can express 5m as 6m subtract m subtract 6, this is equal to 0. So if you say 6m minus m, this is 5m, and if you say 6 times negative 1, you will get negative 6. So m squared plus 6m, m is common, so we'll have m plus 6, okay, subtract, this is 1, we'll have m plus 6, this is equal to 0. Okay, this is equal to 0. So we'll have two possible, you'll have m minus 1, and then we'll have m plus 6, this is equal to 0. Now here we have two possible values of m. We have m minus 1 is equal to 0, okay, and that means m1 is equal to 1, and here we have m plus 6, this is equal to 0, and that means m2 is equal to negative 6. Okay, m1 is equal to 1, m2 is equal to negative 6. Okay, so let's proceed with other possible values of m. Now, case 2, we end that x plus 12 is equal to 0. Substituting the value of x with m squared plus m plus 4, you'll have, this is m squared plus 5m plus 4 plus 12, this is equal to 0. Okay, so we'll have m squared plus, this is 5m. Now we have 4 plus 12, and this is equal to 16. This is equal to 0. Okay. Now from here, you find that we can express this. This is actually in the form of am squared plus bm plus c. This is equal to 0, with a equal to 1, b equal to 5, and c equal to 16. So let's quickly use the quadratic formula. So for the value of m, so we'll have m is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, divide everything by 2a. Okay, so let's substitute this quickly. We'll have negative b, we'll have negative 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared, this is 5 squared, which is 25, subtract 4 times 1 times c, which is 16. Okay, this is divided by 2 times 1. Okay, so we'll have negative 5 plus or minus, now here we have 25, we'll have 25 subtract 16 times 4, okay, which is equal to 64, divided by 2. Okay, now from what we have here, let's proceed. So this is negative 5 plus or minus the square root of, this is negative 39, divided by 2. Okay, now these are two complex roots. Okay, these are two complex roots. Okay, so this means that here this will not give us a real solution. Okay, will not have a real solution. So we only have two real roots. We have only two real roots, which is m1. m1 is equal to 1, and m2, this is equal to negative 6 as we calculated. Okay, these are the values of m. Now let's verify if these values of m actually satisfies the equation. Okay, so we end that m plus 1 multiplied by m plus 2 multiplied by m plus 3 multiplied by m plus 4. This should give us a value of 120. Okay, so let's substitute quickly. So we'll have, this is 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2, 1 plus 2, which is equal to 3, and here we'll have 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4, and lastly 1 plus 4, which is equal to 5. So we'll have 2 times 3, which is equal to 6, 6 times 4, which is equal to 24, 24 times 5, this is essentially equal to 120. Okay, so that means that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So m1 equal to 1 actually satisfies the equation. Let's check m2, which is equal to negative 6. Now, substituting the same thing, we will have negative 6 plus 1, which is equal to negative 5. Okay, and then negative 6 plus 2, we will have negative 4. And then negative 6 plus 3, we will have negative 3. And then negative 6 plus 4, we will have negative 2. Let's check if this will give us 120. Okay, now from what we have here, negative 5 times negative 4, this is 20, multiplied by negative 3 times negative 2, which is equal to 6. So 20 times 6, this is equal to 120, and that means that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. Okay, and that affirms that the values of m, that is m1 and m2, actually satisfies the equation. So follow the steps, and kindly don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more exciting videos, math videos. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.